make sure Ekal Vidyalaya people become broad-minded. Because they need to know that they are not anymore Ekal Vidyalaya. There is only one board, Ekal Abhiyan. There is no Ekal Vidyalaya anymore.
And Ekal Abhiyan divided into three things: education, health, and Gramothan, rural economic development. So for all these three branches, the money will go.
Okay, but it's not there today, right?
No. It's not there.
Ekal Vidyalaya is still Ekal Vidyalaya.
I agree with that.
Right.
Viral is vice president of Ekal Vidyalaya. But you know, it's not there. But eventually, that is what. But you have to be clear. In our area, there is no confusion. जो जिसको हेल्थ में देना है वो हेल्थ में देता है, जिसको स्कूल में देना है वो स्कूल में देता है, जिसको इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट में देते हैं हमारे ग्रामोत्थान. He gave 100,000 for economic development.
Veeraban, I think this discussion needs to be a little bit more fruitful. Right now it is not. And the reason is, it's already close to 3:30. We can discuss all this, Ekal or Arogya or HFRI or whatever. But what we need to really understand is today you have lots of people here and take the best out of this meeting rather than trying to come to some conclusion about we should be Ekal or we should be Arogya or whatever. So just come to the point and decide, go over, take the votes on different issues so you have something constructive to show for at the end of the day.
This is good. कभी भी थोड़ा मॉडल तो होना ही पड़ता है.
नहीं पर
जब
बाकी लोगों का टाइम भी तो है ना.
समझने के लिए थोड़ा चलेगा. अभी everybody is intelligent. They will come on. They'll realize.
Okay, so this issue will be discussed in the national meeting. That maybe the check should be written on the name of Ekal Abhiyan, and then in the memo section they can write health or whatever. So this is, we still don't know, this is in consideration. Then fourth method I thought of, as you all know, is grant writing. And to get the corporate sponsors or these big foundations, they have a lot of money, everybody knows, but how to tap that money, we haven't found a method yet. And we can't afford a grant writer at present. So if anybody here writes the grants, please let us know.
Have you ever considered the American way of collecting money? Like you go to a university, after you graduate, the alumni always call, please donate some money. For every school or whatever, they get 10%. In other words, if you call, see, we cannot call everyone, but if there are some students, okay, who have a lot of time, they can call either organization or anywhere, they describe, and if they are successful in collecting the money, they get 10%. You still get 90%.
Okay, that's a good suggestion. We will take it and we'll see how we implement it.
After I graduated, for 10 years, they used to call me.
Yeah, I know.
Please donate.
Please
donate. Yeah, and after $50, if you donate, they get $5 commission.
But how would that apply to this organization?
It can apply to anybody. Once you get the money, okay, you give the.
I know, but if I'm a, let's say, alumni of XYZ school, and if I call my classmate and say, what, donate to Ekal Vidyalaya or Ekal Abhiyan?
No. I mean, this is an example. We don't know.
How you follow is your.
Okay, anybody, suppose I know some multi-millionaire Indian, okay? And he doesn't know anything about this.
No, we have taken your point. Your point is well taken. I will go to the next one. We have to increase the number of chapters. So wherever Ekal schools are, Ekal school chapters are, Ekal Vidyalaya, we have to make HFRI chapters. And for that, we are going to need lot of volunteers. And for that, we need, you have to spread the words, and if you come from different areas,
How many chapters do you have? Sorry, just for
right now we have only New Jersey, South Jersey, Central Jersey, Washington, and
New York,
So
Chicago
you're leading
and
Washington.
Houston.
Chicago, New York, and Houston, and California. So not many. We need at least 50 different chapters, because I think Ekal Vidyalaya has 50 chapters, and we always run 50 shows at least, minimum. Right? Music concerts. So we should be able to present in these 50 shows. if we can. Then another thing I thought was many people donate money in the wills. At the end of life, they realize they have a lot of money and they don't know what to do with it. If they are aware of these organizations, then they will put some money, allot the money for this cause. But now how to reach these people? So maybe
somebody can have this bill writing capability, like the grant writing. So you write the bill and some portion goes to HFRI.
So that maybe I thought maybe we should get friends with
a lot of people exactly know how to write a bill.
Bill writers or I don't know, financial planners.
So grant writing, there is a center in DC called Foundation Center. They have material which you can refer to. You can probably use a template perhaps, for writing grants.
Yeah, and I don't know, it has to be discussed with again ECAL meeting that can we hand over this kind of information that if you are making a will and if you want to donate some money, can we hand it over to people who come here? And if they are aware, maybe they will, if they want, they will. This is one of the ideas.
That would go from you, from the...
Yeah, that should go from the ECAL stage, not from...
But right now we are very infancy stage. Let us first people know that we exist.
Yeah.
Right now they don't even know.
So one of the key things that I think,
key things we can
if you look at from branding, okay, is how many people are you familiar with Sankara?
How many?
Sankara family.
Shankara.
Okay. End of year, if you have a local radio station, Indian radio station in particular, end of year, if you're listening to that, I can guarantee you from November time frame through till January, you will continuously hear their ads at $1 a day or $30 for sponsorship. So we can look at the opportunity of exploring with radio stations, okay, in the community to get your message out. But the biggest thing is, I don't, and I still want to go back to a point. People have mentioned confusion here. When you're branding, you're only going to use the word HFRI, okay? You're going to talk about what you're doing, and then if somebody calls you in response to it, then you can explain about the levels. Don't confuse them in any message about different things that are going on, because that is going to lose people's awareness.
Can I make it?
Another thing is many times when we...
Okay.
What I want to bring attention to once again is, remember in 2008 we had University of Maryland on our side, we had business on our side, and we had workers, volunteers who were willing to provide time and resources. Montgomery County was on our side. Why did we fail? Because the side in India was not ready mentally. They didn't know the divide between their thinking and what we are trying to promote was so wide. It was difficult they thought maybe we'll hijack it, their project. So when we talk about fundraising, my fear is, okay, tomorrow I might run into somebody and he will give me $1 million. Is my India side ready to use that $1 million, absorb it and put it to some good use? So my request to this group is, please do what you can gently, and you need to prepare the India side first. You need to work with them, what their needs are, fulfill those needs slowly. And what their needs are, you can easily do in your part-time fundraising, maybe an hour a week, and you will generate enough money to provide for their needs. At present, they need trained workers, they need classroom material, they need hundreds of things. But the two sides have to see eye to eye each other. And what you provide, they may not want to teach. You have to provide what they want to, what they can promote or they can use. So don't go around discussing we need to do this, that or that. My request is, please find a goal for HFRI stick to it, and then move on from there.
I reiterate what she said. She is very right. Just like we are growing slowly, in India also, like Dr. Mukul Bhatia, I requested that hire another doctor, but it's not easy. They also need to grow, they also need to digest, they also need to implement. There is a process. Just like in the schools, it took time to come up to 56,000 schools.
Okay, then I thought another method will be to take advantage of the digital medias, like going on Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn, and that way spreading the word. I read on the what is that, online, online fundraising software is available. Are you guys aware? Online fundraising software? So maybe somebody who knows can put that in practice and maybe send a message like that and try to collect funds in that way. Many times when we talk with the people, they may not give you money, as I said. But it happened to me, one of my friends, we had only 10 people in the meeting, and that time nobody gave any money. And come December, she had to pay her taxes, and suddenly she sends me $25,000. So don't get discouraged, this I have learned. First time they may not pay, my talking may be a waste, I feel. But then it works. Maybe down the year, down the 10 years, the message has to go in their mind, and that's what is our job. We have to do our work.
That was not like a Farsi at all. That was a garland.
What I feel is many times, अपने freedom fighters ने कैसे फांसी पे गए होंगे, हमको इतना छोटा काम भी नहीं जमता है. I always remember Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev and Rajguru कैसे हंसते हंसते 21 बरस की आयु में चले गए और अपने को ये फंडरेजिंग का काम नहीं जम रहा है. चलो अभी मैंने सब बोला. I think I got all the points. Anybody think I missed anything?
What was your experience with Sufi music?
So, Sufi music, to be frank with you, I didn't have enough time. I've been preparing plenty of other things that were going on along the way and discussing. We basically spent $500. I made $500 now. So whatever was expensed out. So I committed to that. I really didn't make money. We made money from if I had more time. And again, it's a volunteer issue. We have basically it's just myself there, my wife and daughter that will actually participate in things. So we're trying to get things off the ground, and hopefully we'll start getting more help from other people. But I have got now one of the board members from RPO from California. He's connecting with me on a regular basis to try and figure out what we're doing. And I have $10,000 should be coming to you from that donor from this year. So hopefully before July we should get that.
We have now, anybody has any idea, slogan for HFRI and all?
I was thinking you want to use this strength is life, weakness is death.
Anybody has any slogan for HFRI, anything new that we can do? Anybody?
I think that's it, then we are done.
So, any question, any confusion, more confusion? Any question? आपको कुछ करना था? You wanted to say something about Swachh disposal of the
Waste management, right?
Yeah.
Who does waste management? You, right?
Yeah.
You want to do it?
I'll just say very briefly. I run an IT company, but I've developed a solution for waste management. This is for smart way of, it's a smart bin. Basically, it will segregate waste at its very source. So if you're talking about India having so many problems, not just India, but India having so many problems with waste and so much garbage on the streets, and landfills, and rag pickers, and there are children who are going into, so there is a whole cycle of waste, right? It gets generated. In India right now, once the waste gets generated, it is ending up into landfills. Landfills is bada sa khadda, 50 feet ka khadda. Yeah, you go out in the outskirts and you dig a big huge hole, which is what the government has done so far, and they put all the kachra in there. Today, landfills are not only full, they are overflowing. So that leads to a lot of diseases. It leads to a lot of pollution, and of course it affects the environment as well. So today, India, what they have been doing traditionally is that whatever waste is collected in these landfills, it has to be segregated. Everybody wants to recycle because the manufacturers of this bottle, they want more plastic so that they can make more bottles. Just like glass, just like plastic, just like paper. So all of these are recyclables. So the landfills that are full today, what they have been doing so far is that children are going into these landfills. They go with a bag in the morning. छोटे बच्चे मतलब 5-6 साल के बच्चे slums में होता है, and everywhere they go out and they are actually picking out the plastic. Somebody is picking up the glass, somebody is doing the paper, and somebody else is doing the metal. So this is a huge problem in India right now. Bangalore by itself is producing about 4,500 tons of garbage every day. And the city of Bangalore is not able to pick out more than 20 to 25,000 tons per month. This is why there is a huge problem in India. This is all over India, no matter
what is your method?
So, one is awareness, right? We don't have the awareness.
Okay.
In India, we are here, we recycle. Why do we recycle? Because we think that we want to be in a clean environment, so we do it. So, the way I have looked at it, again, waste has a it's a long value chain. It starts from the waste, it starts from here, it gets collected, it gets segregated, whatever doesn't get segregated or collected goes into a landfill. From the landfill, there is rag pickers, they will pick up this, they will segregate it, and then it ends up with the manufacturers. So if I am a bottle making company, I want that bottle back, because that's my raw material. Just like that for glass, plastic, metal and paper, right? So in the US, what we do is we have one container, 2 containers each one of us have. We put organic in this, non-organic in this. Non-organic, what we are doing right now is we're putting plastic, paper, metal and everything in one kachra ka dabba. City comes, picks it up. From there, it goes into a segregation plant where they have...
This in India?
Here.
In the time of interest, can you tell us what is...
But I think you need to understand the cycle.
No, most of the people understand that. What is the solution?
No, she's asking a question, so I'm addressing it. So basically, this is what happens in the US. They take all of this, they segregate it. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry to segregate, just to segregate, nothing else. Now, what I have done is I've designed a solution where you will segregate from your home or at your office or outside on the street. When you do the segregation, it's a smart bin. So the bin basically has got a lot of electronics built into it. It has got a lot of intelligence built into it, where you are segregating at the bin. Everything is pre-segregated. So by the time I pick out the kachra from there, I'm picking out only the plastic, I'm picking out only the glass, I'm picking out only the paper. So it's already pre-segregated. And my system will also give you an incentive to do it. An incentive to do it.
To do it, huh?
So why do you not do it today?
So what is the incentive?
So we keep saying here, India में कोई करता नहीं है, करता नहीं है, करता नहीं है. क्यों नहीं करता?
हाँ.
आदमी सब, all human beings, I think, work off of 2 things.
Money.
Either out of greed or out of fear.
Oh.
So you do it out of fear over here, you follow the rules. Because you know that there is some repercussion.
Right.
In India, danda doesn't work.
No.
Why does it not work? Because you can break the rules. So what I have decided, and I studied this model for a long time. So my system works on greed. I'm not saying that we are all greedy. But I'm saying if you are given an incentive to recycle, why would you not do it? Whether it maybe money, maybe something else, whatever that is, my system will track all your recycling. Everything that you're doing, whether you're doing it at the house, whether you're doing it outside, wherever you do it. So my prototype is ready, and I'm putting together the business plan for it.
Have you done any pilot program?
No, it's very, very early right now. So I'm looking for a pilot. I'm looking for a place in India where I can do it. I'm looking for a place here in US also where this is a global solution. Wherever kachra is getting generated, you can use this product. So I'm of course looking for like-minded people, and at the same time this is very much in line with PM Modi's Swachh Bharat.
Yes, simple question. What is the cost of this smart garbage?
So all of those things, like I said,
no, what is the cost of the smart garbage here?
I don't know.
Price tag now.
I'm still in the
that is going to
so
be,
that's where I have to develop the entire.
because that is not going to be your biggest stumbling block.
Absolutely.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Correct.
So I just wanted to present that to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So,
I just had one idea.
Go ahead.
Again. So I work with, my group works with Dr. Moko hardware, and because of developing a lot of PowerPoint presentations and all. I think looking at one of the things that I had, and when I was putting together my presentation, I felt that one of the things that you have to do is within Arogya, you have to go mission by mission, objective by objective. Right now, it looks like it's a little bit confusing. Arogya is what? Like, are you just talking about ladies' health, or are you talking about children's health, or is it all of it? All of it is too much. So I think we all have to go small, take some mission, like ladies' health, and spend some money into that program. So for that program, I think Sevikas have to be trained, right? So something I think concrete mission-wise, if you instead of fine, Ekal Arogya is organization, but mission is Sevika training for ladies or something like that, or for particular disease or something like that. So just think about it. I feel that is more important than complete healthcare or health anything right now.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah,
it's too broad and too big
People
for us, and we are a small organization. We should focus our dollars into something.
Right.
and I also,
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you.
just to, yes, obviously, everybody can say I'm biased, and that's okay. I'm ready to hear that. But before we go to the national meeting in September, the report from today has to be generated and presented there. So what is the, what is it that we accomplished today? I think, Veena, we all really need to think that you have, today we saw Liberia. Last year, in October, we had Mohammed Sahabji from Mississippi, that Mississippi model that came from Iraq, that was health houses. What Vishwarma presented, last mile health, all this is going towards only one direction, and that is you cannot bring health to a village without the properly trained health workers or frontline workers. Every year at NIH, there is an international meeting these days. It's called M-Health. All of you are, please come, register, you have to register early. Only focus is how to provide health, and the answer is frontline workers. So let's make it as a decision that we will focus on the frontline worker training.
Okay. On this line, I can offer you, you saw Dr. Patel, P.G. Patel.
Yes. He was our speaker last year.
And he's from my medical school. We were the classmates. So in medical school, we offer 2 weeks of health Sevika training course every year in January. If you guys are interested, as our group, we can have either from Rajasthan, Gujarat, and Maharashtra people. They can come to a central point for this training. Or we can train the trainers. Because see, in Gujarati is no good for the Marathi people and things like that. So we can have those trainers come to this place and train them how to train those Sevikas.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. Those are the logistics we can think about and discuss.
The most important thing, suppose if we decide that Of course, anemia is ongoing program, so we'll continue that.
Right, of course.
General medical camps are ongoing for last about 10 years, so it should continue. And when I attended general medical camp, it was good. It was mainly about nutrition, sore throat, tonsillitis, पेट दर्द करता है, कमर दर्द करती है. It's very much like preventable diseases. There were not major diseases there, but there are some major diseases. So things are going limited, as you rightly say. This is $1 trillion budget if you really want to do everything. No way we can do. What we are doing is really drop in an ocean, like I said in the morning, and that's what we'll continue to do. Things will evolve by itself. As we go along, things will evolve. But right now what we are doing is we are doing good. And like he said, training, they are doing training, and I requested Shashiben that you become a liaison here. And Mukul Bhai is there because ultimately he is the one who has to execute at the grassroots level. So I had requested Shashiben even 3 months ago that you become liaison. Ask Mukul Bhai to send his model, you put your model and then work it out, that what is doable, what is not doable. I may have to agree with you 100% what you said, Sevika model education, what she said, but you have to work out ultimately with Mukul Bhai. You can't say, I say, in the United States, things are so, people get registered, people get this, there is so much detail we are able to do because we have money and people. While in India, they don't have money, they don't have people. We are willing to send them money, but people at least they have to create. So I keep on telling Mukul Bhai, hire more, I'll collect the money, hire more. But then again, you need the leader. So what I was told, and this is the exact words I want all of you to know, including Shashiben. When I talked to Mukul Bhai and Dr. Satpathy, I said, why you are for the last 4 years only in 5 states? We can send you, I can send you now 200,000, even if I have to send my own money, I will send you. Only if we don't have leaders. How much Mukul Bhai can do in 1 day, you tell me?
Yeah.
How many camps he can run, how many people. And in India, medicine has become so necessary. Right now, private hospitalization is like mushrooming in India, private hospitals. And graduate, as soon as he gets MD, he gets job for more than 1 lakh, 1.5 lakh per month. Now we pay only 50,000 to the doctor, and he is not a, and plus we need a doctor with the seva bhav. People who are going to have money. So Mukul Bhai, I kept on, I'm trying to tell him, hire another 2 doctors to cover other state. So that is one obstacle, and plus you become our liaison. Whatever way you want Sevika to be trained, do it, and whatever you need our help, we are here. We are here 100% to help. So for that, we are, for health Sevika training, because I don't know that.
And he is also ready to help.
Absolutely, and he is also ready to help. Okay. Thank you. Now, last thing, I have only 2 minutes. Okay. In national meeting, will you, I would like anybody to be, have any particular thing. I like your presentation very much. I like Dr. Acharya's presentation very much. Shashiben, may I request you that you see if we can have him or Dr. Acharya, and of course to come to the meeting, because what we heard, if more people hear, I think it will give a little more momentum, so. Another thing is, I also want you to come on August 7th. Can you come August 7th? Because I don't want you to go before.
I know.
August 7th is Sunday.
I will definitely. I have some.
I'll take your email from her.
Yeah. I will. We'll be in touch.
Because this has to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go on a bigger.
If I don't have any commitments, I will. But if I have some commitments, I'll let you know.
Okay, let me know that. Now, before we finalize, we want.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shashiben.
Thank you, Sunil. Thank you, Sunil.
Thank you very much. For national meeting, last question, 5 minutes. Anything you want to present, Shashiben, or Shivagi, or Yogendra Bhai? I need it in writing before we finalize the agenda, because we are going to get very busy now on next 2 months for 2 gala to collect money, and then national meeting will have very little time. Do you have any specific thing to discuss in a national meeting?
I just want to press about the training of frontline workers, that's it.
But you will take care with Mukulbhai, right? Then
No, but it has to be brought up in a bigger forum.
Okay.
That we are definitely agreeing. I think your point is very well taken.
No, she wants to say that we'll make that as our main goal for this year.
I mean, we can present
To
our
collect the
findings
money.
or
ऐसा
our
कर
work
सकते हैं?
related to that.
नहीं, collect money के लिए तो हमारे पास है money. उनके पास वर्कर नहीं है. Money तो अभी भी है. उनको चाहिए तो अभी मैं 150,000 भेज दूँ. पैसा तो है. लोग चाहिए कराने वाले.
Yeah, but in national meeting, I don't want to talk about fundraising. I would like to take my group from DC and one of them can present about what we have done so far, what progress we have made for frontline workers.
We can do that as one session. We have a whole day. We are starting on Friday evening and we are going to, 1 hour we are going to do with Ekal Vidyalay. Because so that Ekal Vidyalay, all the volunteers know what we are doing. 1 hour we will have that. And they need to know also what we are doing. We are doing, just like I presented this morning, they need to know. Then we will have another session with the board of directors and executive committee and India's leader with us to see how we fit together. Like this confusion rehne wala hai. This is called growing pain. Every organization has a growing pain. To understand clearly who stands where. Nobody has bad intention, but everybody has to understand that we are all doing for the same village and same children. So